Welcome to this video, Get Your App Ready to Go to Market. In the previous videos, the ins and outs of Windows Phone App Studio and how to get to the source code and make a modification, you saw how to create a Windows Phone app using the web-based App Studio tool and then modify the source code in Visual Studio. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get your app ready to be published in Windows Phone Store. By the end of this video, you'll have seen how to get started with publishing an App Studio app. After that, it's up to you to come up with great ideas for apps, develop them, and then publish them in the store. Before I get started, I want to highlight a couple of resources that you'll find useful when you come to publish your own app. When you submit your app for publication, it must be certified before it can appear in the store. On this page, you can review the detailed certification requirements that all apps published in the store must meet. To make sure you avoid common certification failures, you may also want to check out the post Top Windows Phone App Certification Failures and How to Avoid Them on the Windows Phone Developer blog. And this page here provides detailed guidance on how to test your app before submitting it to the store. When you're happy your app meets all of the certification requirements, you can begin the submission process. On the Publish Info tab, I'm going to complete some information in preparation for publishing my app to the store. I'll add a description, select a language, and optionally include an About dialog and enable ads in my app. I'll click Finish when I'm done. The first thing that you'll need to publish an app to the store is the XAP file that contains your app and all its resources. If you're planning on publishing the app you created in App Studio without making any further changes, then you can download the XAP file from App Studio by clicking on the Publish Package link. In addition to downloading the XAP file, you must register for a developer account. You need a 300 by 300 pixel PNG file that will serve as your app's tile to display in the store. This is typically a larger version of the image used as your app's tile on the phone. You need one or more, with a maximum of 8, PNG screenshots of your app. You must have permission to use all the content that your app contains. You must have a suitable logo, title, and description for your app. You'll learn more about all of these as you watch this video. If you've made some changes to your app using Visual Studio, you'll need to build the XAP file in Visual Studio. Make sure that you set Visual Studio to do a release build and then build the solution. You'll find the XAP file in the app/appstudio.ui/bin/release folder. You should then make sure that you've identified the other resources ready that you'll need during the submission process. As I discussed earlier, you need a 300 by 300 pixel PNG file to represent your app in the store. Typically, this is the same image as the 160 by 160 pixel image that you used in App Studio to represent the app and use on the app's tile. Ideally, you should start with the 300 by 300 image and create a scaled down version to use in App Studio. You also need 1, and you can have up to 8, screenshots of your app to give potential users browsing the store an idea of what your app looks like. The easiest way to get a screenshot of the right size is to run your app in the emulator at WXGA resolution. If I expand this toolbar at the side of the emulator, then I can capture a screenshot that has the correct dimensions, 768 by 1260 pixels. There are a couple of specific requirements for the screenshot images that you must meet. Screenshots must only contain app graphics and must not include any emulator Chrome, frame rate counters, or debug information. You may not graphically enhance your screenshots except for the addition of informative overlays designated and pre-approved by Microsoft. For more information about these overlays, search the Windows Phone blog for the word overlay. Each screenshot must match the supported resolution size. For more information, see the web page Multi-Resolution Apps for Windows Phone 8. Screenshots must not be transparent PNG files. You must not submit screenshots of the photos of the app while it runs on a phone or on the emulator. Use the built-in emulator screenshot tool to take the screenshots for your app instead. Optionally, you can provide a 1000 by 800 image that will be used if your app is featured in the store. You'll also need some text to describe your app. It's a good idea to take a look at other similar store apps to see what kind of tile images, screenshots, and descriptions work well before you go ahead and create your own. I've already signed up for a developer account, so from the Windows Phone Dev Center, I'm going to click Submit App. At this point, if you haven't signed up for a developer account, you'll be given the opportunity to do so. I use the same Microsoft account that I used when I signed up for App Studio. Then I'll click on the Submit App link. From here, I can complete the mandatory and optional steps in the app submission process. I'll start by clicking on Step 1 to enter my app info. On this page, I'll complete all of the basic app info, including its alias, which is a name used in Dev Center, not in the store, the category to be listed in, and the price it will be sold at. There are more options if I click here. If I'm submitting a game, I may need to submit a game certification for specific regions. Clicking on the Learn More link will provide you with the necessary information about game certificates. When I'm done, I'll click Save. Next, I'll click on Step 2 to upload the XAP file. If I click on Add New, I can locate the XAP file on my computer and upload it. When the upload completes, the page displays information about the XAP file. If I scroll down, I can enter additional information about my app, such as a description of the app, and keywords to help users find my app in the store. And scrolling down further, I can upload the various image files. Notice how the site can automatically generate the lower resolution screenshots from the WXGA ones for me. Finally, I'll click Save at the bottom of the page. This app doesn't require any of the optional information, so I'll go ahead and click Review and Submit. From here, I can either go ahead and submit the app for certification and publication, or go back and make any further changes that are needed. I'll click on Submit, and then go to the Lifecycle page. From here, I can monitor the process of my app through the different stages of certification, and after it is published, manage the app in the store. It can take up to 5 business days for the app to complete the certification process before the app appears in the store. Thank you for watching this video. I'm looking forward to seeing your great apps in the store.